Doesn't smell, doesn't burn. Doesn't smell, doesn't burn. Burn. Little greasy.
Oh my God.
Little greasy. Little greasy. Greasy. Dun dun dun.
So good.
Greasy.
Greasy.
Burn, burn. Greasy.
Greasy.
Hell yeah.
What a banger.
What a banger. Rest in peace. So Chuck Woolery just died. And we got, for people that don't know, I mean, Chuck was one of the OG clips that because there's an Australian burn. And it was a cream that
Australian Dream.
Sorry, Australian Dream doesn't burn.
Yeah.
And isn't greasy.
That's what he would say in the copy.
And we would talk about it on the podcast, and people would bombard him. Like everybody, you'd go on Twitter, and it was just pages of people being like, "Chuck, is it greasy?" And
doesn't burn.
One day he responded. He put out a tweet, and he was like, "I guess it's my folksy Kentucky upbringing." Right. And he was like, he didn't get that we were all being like, "Why do you say it like a fucking dope?"
Well,
isn't greasy?
It doesn't burn. It isn't greasy. And here's the interesting part is that Chuck Woolery, for those of you who aren't ancient like I am, hosted a TV show called Love Connection.
He'll be back in 2 and 2.
2 and 2 for like a long time. So he was a professional broadcaster.
Yeah.
And my mother was smitten with him. In love.
I think a lot of women were. He's a handsome guy.
Yeah.
And he was, he was the kind of like the matchmaker, the male matchmaker.
He was the matchmaker. Yeah. And then this is before we would video the dates, and people would come on the show and retell the events of the date.
Yeah.
And then Chuck would be like, "Tom, did you feel like you could give Christina a goodnight kiss?"
And I'd be like, "Well, I was a little nervous, and I had a lot of garlic for dinner." Yeah.
So cute.
Then,
it was so innocent.
Give it up for Mike. You remember where's the clip of him saying that a guy's an FAG? Where's that clip? Because it's unbelievable. You ever seen that one?
No.
He's like,
yeah.
This
it's
guy, and they'd type out the word, and his last name was FAGOT.
Which always kills me that people don't just change their name.
This is so crazy.
I mean, unless he was goofing on Chuck, which he may have been.
No, this is like a real thing.
I'll play the clip.
That, Tom don't see eye to eye on his love life, and he claims that his job has cost him several relationships. Please welcome Robert Faggot.
Faggot it's still
is rather an odd name.
Yeah, it is an odd name.
It's also like you don't think that guy had heard that enough in his life. Then Chuck Woolery like, it's kind of an odd name, and he's like, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah, Richard Hitler. You didn't think to change your last name.
This guy's parents. How do you not just petition to just go by something else?
Well, listen, women do it all the time. When you get married, you go down to the Social Security office, you go to the DMV, you bring the license, you change your name.
And you change your name. Yeah.
You can just do that. You can change your name to anything you want.
You can, yeah.
It's totally possible.
It's so crazy.
But God, Chuck Woolery brought us so much joy for so long.
Yeah.
On your mom's house. Rest in peace.
He was great.
Yeah.
He was great.
He
and
was sweet.
He was a hardcore MAGA guy. So he would have been, it's so sad
he really was.
that he's
so
dead.
Weird.
He would have been real happy. Maybe this was like, maybe he went out like with a huge smile on his face where he's like, the country's safe.
That's why he felt like he
died.
could pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, because on Twitter there for a while, he was getting real spicy.
Yeah.
I remember he was getting real.
I just got an email this morning. I got invited to go to the inauguration
You did?
Yeah, but it's a paid. You pay because you're basically funding the inauguration.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's a really cool offer to get.
You mean you didn't contribute to Trump's campaign already?
It's so much money too. It's like
Is
to
it?
go to it. Can you imagine just going there to see some blowhard walk down the street and wave, and you're like, I'll pay for this, sure.
I think just the sheer volume of people going and
What a fucking
getting
nightmare.
in and out of the area, and what a disaster. Just regardless of who's being inaugurated.
I agree. I'm saying
I wouldn't do it.
I'm saying to pay to go to an inauguration would just sounds like such a nightmare.
The only inauguration I would go to and pay for is Will Blunderfeld.
Oh, really?
When he wins, I'll go.
When he wins,
He might run for prez.
he's Canadian
Oh, that's true. Prime Minister?
of Canada. Sure, he could run.
That's
It's so funny that you didn't know this, but we actually have some new Will Blunderfeld clips.
You're kidding. He's
I swear.
my favorite.
Yeah. Well, I think we should probably play the opening of this show.
Oh my God, we got so excited. God, today's just. I woke up this morning beyond excited about.
There's
what's
a
gonna
lot
happen.
going on today.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
It's real exciting.
Oh my God.
Oh, you just watched a YMH highlight. Did you love it? Why don't you have more fun? Click around. Click here, click there, click everywhere. Put a clicker in your beehole. Look, try it out. Have more fun. Why don't you subscribe? That way, every time a video drops, you can be notified. You don't have to think about it. Just do it, man. You're not going to miss a moment of denim. Pull your jeans up, subscribe.